Time to talk about one of the most controversial subjects for Christians, purity. Something the Lord has really shown me recently is just how we have drawn a really dangerous line in the sand of basically saying, if we don't go over this line, then we're fine. Basically, like, if we don't have sex, then we're protecting our purity. We're doing everything completely good and, we're golden. When in reality, purity is attached to a whole lot more than just crossing that line and having sex. Purity is also about what we're listening to, what are we watching, what are the thoughts that we're entertaining. Purity is really about keeping ourselves clean and not entertaining things of this world. And I think it's dangerous to basically just put purity in a box of just, not physically acting out on these desires. When in reality, that just having that little box can make areas where you can make excuses for yourself, where you're like, oh, well, I can listen to this and I can do this because, I'm not stepping over that line. And I have totally found myself doing that in my own life. And I just think it's really important just to, acknowledge that, it's human nature, and it's just like the sinful desire to want to make excuses and to continue in sin. But ultimately, we know deep down, when it leaves us feeling dirty or guilty, it is not of God. And 2 Corinthians is very, very clear about as believers, we are called to strive to keep ourselves clean and pure before the Lord. And we're not going to be completely pure and clean until we get to heaven, and God has so much grace for that. But this was just my reminder of just to strive and just to be very mindful of what am I feeding myself? How am I impacting my purity of what I'm listening to, watching, or entertaining?